Hello! Monsters about here and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms! And part 13 of my Yellow Turban campaign, where every 13 episodes is unlucky for someone, and it's probably unlucky for me because I've got so many people trying to kill me. So we're taking on this guy. He's a drunken incompetent. Fair enough. Should be fairly easy to deal with. Meanwhile, our archers are whittling down the warriors of Yi. Of course, we've caught this army in an ambush. Because...
You continue to talk, yet I hear nothing but empty noise.
Rude. But we need these ambushes because there's a lot of armies heading in this direction, and I'm going to have to kill all of them. And the easiest way to do that is 1 by 1, rather than having to take on, say, 3v1, which would be tricky. And of course, if they break through, then we're in a lot of trouble.
Show them justice.
So we've got more duels going on. Tian Shao is fighting Wen Chao, and we've also got Pei fighting some goon. I don't know, what's his name? Kang. If he's not a brain and a big robot belly, then I'm not interested. That's Krang, isn't it? Never mind. Okay, now this duel is probably unwise, but Wen Chao only wanted to fight Tian Shao. I'm assuming because he looks like an easy target. I mean, to be fair, he is an easy target. Buffed up, though, he should be able to stand his own. Got the Warriors of Yi charging against our spear line, but that should be fine. And Huang Shao is easily able to deal with... Yeah, there we go. 1 down. That does heal up Wen Chao, which makes life even harder for Tian Shao. I feel like Tian Shao probably would have won this, but Wen Chao then gets a big heal and also the Berserk buff, which makes him very scary, so he's kicking the shit out of Tian Shao. Never mind. Over here, we're fighting the... Oh yeah, Tian Shao's running for it. I don't blame him. The Yi crossbowmen absolutely fucking wrecking my Yellow Turban horsemen. They're getting their shit kicked out of them. I need to get some help over there. In fact, these crossbows not very like weak to being charged by cavalry. Over here, we charged them and they just kind of got a little bit like, ooh, I don't like it. But they're still fighting, and then we got surrounded by infantry. So I need to get some forces over here to help out, because otherwise I'm going to get overwhelmed.
You belittle yourself with your words.
So we've got another duel. Pei is fighting Wen Chao. Wen Chao is quite scary now. He now has 35% melee evasion, 3.2k melee attack, and then another 3k armor piercing. Pei has not got that much, so I'm sure he'll be fine. We've got Huang Shao dealing with the other enemy crossbowmen. Now, these crossbowmen, they may be quite tanky in melee, but, I mean, they've got 30 melee evasion. That's quite a lot. But they don't actually have that many shots. I think they've only got 13 or something. Or, yeah, about 30. Yeah, so we've got about 13 shots, which isn't actually that many.
I will not taste defeat again. No, that won't do. Be quiet now. Go.
So our cavalry has had to pull out that fight because that's way too hard for them. So they're going to get out of that. We've also got these crossbow chasing after our cavalry. So we're going to bring our cavalry. Basically, I feel like this is the point where we just need more cavalry in one location. Like, 1 cavalry for 1 crossbow unit obviously doesn't work, so let's get 4 for 1 and see what happens. I think we'll find that should work fairly well. How's this duel going? Hey, you've finished him off? You've almost got him. He's got a nice spear. Maybe we can get that. Nice. Right, okay, so like lots of cavalry on 1 unit does seem to be the strategy, although our horses have taken quite a significant amount of damage, and Huang Shao is now having to cut his way through an entire unit of warriors of Yi. Not that he's having too much difficulty with that. We still have some units on the flank to deal with, and we've kind of like peeled off our forces because some units ran in this direction, some units ran in this direction. They're now rallying, and of course we've run out of ammunition, but they have got like 181 kills. So I think that's probably fine. So we've still got some units hiding in the forest over here, including some of these goddamn Vanguard crossbowmen. So I think these guys are Northern Army units. could really use more ammo.
Excellent.
Yes, exactly. Okay, finally the crossbows are starting to waver. So they don't have that many shots. Although the damage they do is quite significant.
No ammunition. They cannot fire.
Yeah, that is we should really bring more ammunition.
Keep it up. That's right.
That's what she said. I think that'll do it.
We won with integrity. Now let us celebrate with abandon.
Yeah, but those guys were quite difficult to kill. Now, I know for a fact that we can get the Colonel of Northern Army. Can't equip him though. Now, however, having the Colonel of Northern Army means that the AI doesn't have it.
They serve no purpose for us. Let the captives go.
So I think I'll take that off their hands to make my life a little bit easier. Well, we've managed to carve out a little empire here. Very little. But the problem is we're having to fend off, like, everyone. Literally everyone. At the same time as well. So we do have the Colonel of the Northern Army, but if I have a look at... you see, it's... items bound to this character cannot be swapped, and it just says cannot be equipped. We can't actually equip it. No one can equip it. We can't get the Northern Army, which is a bit of a shame considering it says like doesn't matter. Who, you know, he'll help anyone except you grubby yellow turbans. Ugh. So apparently he won't help us out. What a dick.
Reject corruption.
What a dick. Okay, I'm going to move you over here. Do a little ambushettes. 45, there's an 80% chance right there.
Unified in intention.
Which we're going to take. Apparently, the drunken incompetent is rivals. And we've lost a relationship with Lu Dai. I don't even know who that is. The name rings a bell, but I'm not super cut up about that. You look like you might be on your way to try something. We only have... Oh, we've got -1 food. Although that's probably because it's winter. It should be okay next turn. I think. We need some research to give us more food. That would be good, wouldn't it? More money as well. Basically, more food, more money, more of everything. More resources. To fight my numerous and very visible enemies. Who we got? We have Shen Pei, who has defensive levity. Some of the absence of seriousness can cause them to lose faith in one's ability. What they don't see is the shield it can be from the horrors of battle. Okay. Sure. You've got more of these Yi crossbows. Don't like them. This noble cavalry's a pain in the ass. More warriors of Yi. They're very nasty. This entire... Yeah, okay. Well, at least we should be able to... Oh, we've got... Okay, they've got another northern... If we can take that one, then we've got 2 of the 5. Which means they've only got 3 left. And I'll take that. So, having had to deal with these crossbows before, I've decided to, concentrate on them first and foremost. Now, they are dropping a smoke screen, which is going to save them, but they've already taken a lot of damage from our missile units, losing, what's that, like 70 members of the units? Which is pretty devastating. Yeah, they only have about 13 shots, so I'm not super worried about them, considering we have 28. So we've set up the majority of our forces on our left flank here because that's where now normally I set up in the retreat zone, which is over here somewhere. This time, however, I've decided to step on the flank and nibble at their rear. We're fighting Shen Pei over here, who should be fairly easy, I think. I don't think he's going to be too problematic for us to take out. Oof. We've also got Tian Shao facing Pang Jing. Our archers, of course, are doing fantastic work as usual. If only they had a lot more ammunition, I think I would rely on them a little bit more. But because they run out of ammunition about a minute into the battle, I tend to then have to, you know, deal the rest of the unit with, or deal with the rest of the army with everything else that I've got left. So we've got some Warriors of Yi charging in to engage our horses. Fortunately, from the rear we've got Yellow Turban warriors as well as Venerable Wu with their poison blades, which means these boys are going to be in a lot of trouble. See, they've now got that poison attack on them and their health is slowly being drained. Pei is helping out his fellows with buffs. He's a little buff boy. In more ways than one. I mean, if you see, he is fucking stacked, mate. Fucking stacked. Tian Shao seems to be doing fine against his opponents. And of course, we can heal ourselves whenever we need as well. And we're now charging in with our spears. Catching that unit in the flank. Is it though?
Do not waste your breath. You will need it. Run, run.
Tian Shao looks like he's almost finished his opponent.
Show no mercy. Attack.
They're both very close. Who will win?
Strike. March to the double.
Meanwhile, the rest of our forces are enveloping Yuan Shao's troops. Getting right behind them, our cavalry. Oh, Tian Shao wins. This guy was a slightly harder opponent, though. I think he had a lot more health. So Tian Shao is now going to try and deal with the enemy strategists. There's Pei getting stuck in as well. How many kills has he got? 30. That's not as many as I thought you'd have. I thought you'd be doing better than that. I'm going to be honest. And down he goes. Oof. With a spear through him. We've crushed the enemy infantry line and we just need to deal with the enemy strategist. Meanwhile, our cavalry is roving around knocking out the enemy cavalry. Of course, the enemy cavalry is quite nasty because they've got the noble cavalry. A Begly Giglet? I don't even know what that is. I feel kind of like I should be insulted, but I also find it quite funny at the same time. Because it makes me think of Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Today.
I feel like that was nicely done. Well, we only caught you. Shame. You're kind of trash, so I'm going to release you.
Let the captives go.
And ransom you. God, there's a lot of armies here. Oh, are you in range? Oh, you're not in range. Who the fuck are you? Are you Sao Sao boys? You are Sao Sao boys. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you. I think I know you. And a couple of dweebs. Okay, we do have a garrison, though. Could fight the night battle. Don't think it's going to have too much of an impact, because there's not much in the way of militia, so I feel like getting my garrison in probably sensible. I don't have a full stack here. I probably should have. Are we okay? Might be. We might have to wait on our garrison, maybe. They are marching, though, so they'll be tired. So that'll help. Fuck it, do I fight? Because the thing is, the reinforcements probably won't turn up for friggin' ages. So it's almost worth just ignoring that and going for the night battle, because that will reduce their morale. I'm going to do that. It's going to be a tough fight because these generals and this army are untested. Fortunately, this isn't one of Cao Cao's elite stacks. However, they still do have quite a lot of very nasty cavalry in them, because Cao Cao does love his cav, doesn't he? So this tiger and leopard cavalry are going to be quite nasty, but they are fighting against our yellow turban spearmen, which is perfect, so they're now losing that fight. Meanwhile, we've got a duel going on between Qingjun and Ling Sao, which I think we should be able to win fairly. Yeah, it looks like we are kicking the shit out of him, which is good. We've also got Gong Tao over here dealing with the enemy cav, helping these spears out. Oh, we've got another duel going on. Now, we do have units of cavalry hidden in behind the enemy army. I'm keeping them back there because we've got so much. Oh god, lots of duels. All the duels. Looks like we should be okay across the board, though. I think we can win all of these. There we go, one down. Okay, so we need this cavalry, and I'm going to hold this back because they've still got some spears ready, just joining the fight. And also, with so much enemy cavalry around, if they spot my cavalry, I'll probably get bogged down and caught and dispatched fairly quickly. So I need to be careful of what I do with that. Seem to be winning these battles, which is good. So Jill's got some enemy cavalry still hanging out on the flank there, just keeping an eye out. And my cavalry is waiting for the perfect chance to strike. Now, this archer militia is not super happy due to... I mean, they still got fairly good morale, but some of them aren't super happy about it being knights. So I'm hoping we can run them down. These spears are trying to outflank us. They're hitting us hard on our right flank.
Be silent and face my blade. The enemy warriors are running.
Oh, looks like Gongsun Yang Yan has defeated her opponents.
Attack!
And now she can charge into the fray once more. So 2 down, 1 to go, but it is going to be the toughie because this healer, Gong Tao, is up against a champion, although he does have a good weapon. Although it's not very armor piercing, and he's got a lot of armor, so this could be a big old grind. Fortunately, Gong Tao's melee evasion is not bad. So basically, it's going to come down to luck, I think, in a lot of cases. Our cavalry has finally shown itself and has rampaged through the enemy archers and is now continuing to rampage through a lot of these enemy units that are now starting to flee. Now, they're starting to flee mostly on full health, which is not good news for us, because it does mean they'll probably be back. And this duel is still going. Mostly because they seem to be staring each other off. Down, off, staring each other off sounds like they're doing a sex thing, so not that. Well, maybe, I don't know, whatever works, you know? Too many enemy units are rallying, and I've let my units get pulled out of position. Fortunately, it's a militia of virtue, which means that these guys do not give a shit. With 65% melee evasion and really good melee attack, they can cut down anyone that doesn't have much armor fairly well. The only weakness, of course, is being shot with arrows.
Embarrassing yourself. Your words are as pathetic as you are.
This Tiger and Leopard cavalry, their armour actually isn't that good, and as such, our Militia of Virtue should kick the shit out of them. So not a major problem there. Units are starting to rally and come back to the fight, but they're having to do so through a volley of arrow fire, and then of course they're getting hit by Militia of Virtue, and that doesn't go well for them. I've now repositioned my army to finish off these units of spears that are continuing to march into us. As you can see, they do have shields, so they are weathering the storm, but they're still going to be taking a lot of damage, and with the rest of their army shattered, just seeing off units on this flank with the help of Gongsun Yang Yan and a bunch of units, spears and swords, as well as the Militia of Virtue. We're up to now 47 kills, just hacking their way. Are you guys finished yet, or... It's close, but not close enough.
We've killed an enemy general.
Why was the blood splat there? Did you poop yourself? I don't think that's good. I don't think you should see a doctor. If you're pooping and it's just a big splat of blood on the snow, that's not good. That's definitely see a doctor time. That's for everyone, not just him. Everybody. Just
The people's voice cannot be silenced.
okay. We've successfully killed more of the buggers. Hello. What have you got? There's your G. Yep, you're dead.
It is the people's will.
And you're dead too.
Grant them dignity and death. Return them to their kin.
Any more? Is that it? Oh, there's a lot of armies hanging around. I mean, we have been bopping them left, right, and centre. We might be able to get some sort of like peace deal. The only problem is, how does that help us? So we've gained some levels, which is to be expected. We've acquired some weapons because people keep bringing them here and dropping them after they lose their heads. Okay, I can kill you.
For honor! From the roots to heaven.
I'll take the replenishment this time. And you can go and hang back here, because I don't think there's any army near enough to actually cause us any concerns at this point. More income from industry would be good, so let's grab that. And pay leveled up as well. More melee evasion would make him quite a scary boy. Because he's currently got 35. That's going to make him... He's got 52. I mean, I can't imagine him losing a duel. Not everyone's getting on. Oh, that's nice. Everyone in my council is getting on. Fantastic. Okay. Let us run over here to defend this.
Thrust with conviction and strike true.
And we'll do a little ambush there. Okay, let's see if anyone will pick... Now, you... Right. What about...
How dare you show your face?
Shush. Peace treaty. Right, Dongmin will negotiate.
Let us get this over with.
Yeah, what if you give me some money? For my troubles. I feel like that's fair.
We are in agreement.
That's right. Get out of my house, you big prick. Is there anyone else that would give... Right. Gongsun Zan may do, and that would take some pressure off me.
We thought you dead.
And I'd really hate piecing out with these wankers. Because I know they'll just declare war on me again, but... even that. I mean, he's really. I might need to, you know, duff him in before he wants to give me a peace treaty. Alas, never mind. Let's get the figurine carving workshop. No reason why we can't rush that because, you know, we've got a huge amount of money. We are rich. Sure. Do I want a Garden of Divine Peace? Okay. Let's build it. Then I want... what do I want? Could get some of the Yushia? So these guys... Good armor, good melee, evasion, good attack. They're basically an upgrade. I'm kind of tempted to grab that. More trade agreements would be good if we had anyone to trade with, and we don't, so never mind about that. What's this do? Encourage compassion, reduce local recruitment cost and upkeep, and increase morale when defending. Okay. Encourage frugality, increases income from... Oh, that's quite nice. That's not a bad little... 40% income from peasantry. So do we have 50% income from... Holy shit. It does take 9 turns, but fuck it. That's 40% income from industry. Yep, I'll take that. That'll be basically another army. Do I want to... Right, what can we do here, if anything? So I think this is fine. I could upgrade these to be reclaimers. Because why not? And then I'm going to get... The Militia of Virtue are very tanky. Having said that, these guys are quite tanky as well. They have those poison attacks, which I just feel is going to be good against armor. So I think we're going to do that. Let's go Men of the Forest. We could get the lands chosen, but so they got slightly. So they got more ammunition, not much more. Slightly more range. They do generally more damage. I mean, they're okay. I think that army's fine. I'm pretty happy with that. And we're still making money as well.
Renewal and revival has sprung.
So we could get some more horsemen here. So let's do that. I'm actually pretty happy with this army as is. The only thing I probably would do is replace these guys. Okay, so let's do this. So we'll get a couple of reclaimers here. In fact, we'll go a little bit mad and we'll do that. And then I want to get some more archery masters in that army. I probably shouldn't have rushed all those buildings, but to be honest, it's given me a lot of income, which is let me upgrade my army, which I'm quite happy. Oh my god, why are there so many people trying to kill? You've got no one else to kill in this entire goddamn hellscape? People. Good grief. Fuck me. The Battle of Dong. Alright, what you got? What is it? Cao Cao. Another Cao Cao. He's got some spear guards. Who's this? You're a goon. You're a goon. You're a competent sailor, though. Okay. And a goon. So 3 goons leading a goon army. Fine. This is just chaff.
I will defeat you.
I guess they've run out of actually good people to send against me, because these guys, these are nameless goons. These are not going to be difficult to kill. In fact, we're dueling all of the generals at the same time because I'm so assured of victory that it's just not... I mean, I've even debuffed the shit out of them.
You cannot seriously think you have a chance.
I really do.
You are truly a pathetic creature.
I mean, you're going to get your ass kicked, guys. This is I've defeated worse stacks than this.
Enemy unit flees.
Yeah, see, they're already with G Militia legging it. Spears under heavy fire.
The enemy general falls.
Yep, Hayes won his duel. We've got our cavalry coming around this flank, just waiting for an opening. And looks like Tian is going to finish his off. He does have a little... I think he's got more armor piercing than Huang Shao. Yeah, he does. So this guy might have a lot of... He doesn't even have that much armor. It's not really a big problem, to be honest. Like this is just... This is just to work up a sweat.
I may be convinced to show mercy.
I will kill you, if only to shut you up.
Well, okay, that's pretty much all the generals dead, apart from this one. Come on, Huang Shao. Come on, buddy, you got this. I believe in you. Our cavalry's still hanging back, waiting for the right moment to strike. There we go. Right. All of the goons are dead.
What a shame.
What a shame indeed. On the right flank, we've got some cavalry trying to charge into Reclaimers and Militia of Virtue. That is a terrible decision. Usually only a decision you make once in your life, and then regret it for a short time before it ends. Now cavalry now splitting up and knocking out some enemy spears that are desperately trying to reform to deal with the new threats.
Our victory grows ever closer.
Run! Run! Run!
And we've run out of ammunition again, although, you know, getting 100 odd kills is pretty fucking legit. Still dealing with some enemy units on this side, but the venerable Wu, with their poison blades, are kicking the shits out of everyone. And this cavalry over here has found themselves mixed up with some Yellow Turban warriors who, I mean, still have 38 melee evasion, which is quite tough for this cavalry to deal with after their charge has worn off. Plus some spears hitting him in the flank as well.
Yes, yes.
Venerable Wu keep getting cavalry charged, but just as well that, you know, with their poison blades and the fact that cavalry don't have a huge amount of health. And backed up by our own cavalry. And, yeah, off they go.
Show no mercy.
They're not sending their best.
When justice triumphs, revelry awaits. Let the captives go.
Oops, didn't actually mean to let him go. Never mind. You're brilliant, so you're dead.
They serve no purpose for us.
And you are... You're an administrator.
Such is the price for betrayal.
Let's just keep executing people. Right, let's... I'm going to take the cash, mostly because I spent a lot doing up my cities. Oh, here comes Cao Cao. I wonder if more people might peace out now. My Cao Cao might. There's a couple of armies here we might be able to kill. You have gone and hidden in the jungle. Fair enough. Not a problem. Dongmin formed a coalition with Han Fu. Sabotage. Oh, for fuck's sake. Every fucking spring. Brothers in Arms Guan Hai and someone else. Good. Don't know who that is. Not a big problem. Are you both Yuan Shao? You are both Yuan Shao. Both Yuan Shao. Wait.
Warriors, attend.
Bad arm.
My
Right.
lord, how can I serve?
Good question. Do you... Is there someone who has night attacks? And how can I check? I know there's like somewhere where you can see the general effects. I don't know which one of these is...
How may I serve?
Who does night attacks these days? That's fire arrows, which isn't really useful on you. Never mind. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have night attacks.
We are as one.
Fine.
Serve integrity.
Let's do a little ambush there and see if we can lure people in. And yes, once again, more ambushes.
Corruption.
Just because, well, there's a lot of people trying to kill me.
My aim is precise.
We've still got 4 food, so that's good. We've still got... Oh, yes, of course, we had 20 food, didn't we? And then we lost it because of that prick. Cao Cao. God damn it. God damn it, Cao Cao. You bastard. Never mind. What did I want to do with this army? I had a thing, didn't I? Oh, I was going to put more archery masters in, wasn't I? That was my plan. I knew I had a plan. I knew it was there. I thought we had... Maybe... Oh, I thought you could equip those, but maybe not. Just the swords, eh? Okay, you've got that spear, you've got those swords, you've got that spear, so that's all good.
To attention.
You've got spear, you've got spear, you've got sword. You've got that axe, you've got a nice glaive, you've got the swords because that's the best we can get. But overall, pretty good.
Be the sword.
I will. Okay, I think we need to kill just a Northern Saber infantry captain. Can they get... Wait, what? Can you get Northern infantry... Wait, what? Eh? Really? Jesus. Fine. Okay. So, you've both got Northern...
Poised to strike.
Oh, you're going to run away. I thought we were going to have a big old ruck, but you just legged it. Colour me surprised. Well, we've got Cao Cao heading northwards. We've also... Oh, Yuan Shao's got so many fucking armies.
Unify in one direction.
I mean, surely he and Cao Cao should be kicking the shit out of each other.
Be ready to
Surely that should be a thing.
How dare you show your face?
I mean, they hate each other as well. Are you at war with... You're not at war with Cao Cao. You're with... You're in an alliance war with... Okay, Lu Biao, Chen something something. You don't like Cao Cao, but you're not at war with him. I wonder if we can... Cao Cao's a no. Really? Okay, well I guess we'll just have to kill more people. And eventually maybe they'll run out of people to keep sending at us. But at this rate, it doesn't look like it. But I guess I'll have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next episode.